Attack on Titan is one of those shows that's probably going to go down in history as one of the most popular anime of our era. Recently, it's reached similar levels of hype as My Hero Academia. I mean, that's just absolutely nuts when you really think about it. But don't get me wrong, this isn't just happenstance. Attack on Titan didn't just get lucky and magically become one of the most popular anime to come out in the past 10 years. It got here because it deserves it. From the show's stellar storytelling, to its art, to its decidedly annoying yet powerful cliffhangers, Attack on Titan is special. But let me be the first to say, this show would be nothing without its characters. If you've been around my channel long enough, you know how I feel about character writing. To me, it is the single most important piece of a story, and the characters in Attack on Titan are out of this world. So although there are a lot of different characters I would love to break down for this show, I think it's customary that we start with the main protagonist, Eren Yeager, and his remarkable character arc now stretching over 4 seasons. So let's start out with his childhood. Eren Yeager didn't exactly have the most normal childhood growing up. I mean, even compared to the other children that grew up in the same town as him. At a young age, Eren killed a man to protect Mikasa. That, and he was obsessed with the scouts who, back then, regularly came back with only pieces of their team members. Of course, we all know what happens after that. The wall gets smashed in by Bertold and Reiner, Eren's mother dies, and soon after his father dies of, other causes. Needless to say, this experience brings out a darker side to Eren. Eren turns all of his trauma and teenage angst into hatred for Titans that will clearly never waver. Sort of. Eren takes up the oath to kill all the Titans, and season 1, that's all we hear about. Eren has this weird goal on his mind, that in order to save humanity, that he personally has to wipe out all the Titans. And as a rash kid, he continuously pushes himself, nearly getting killed on multiple occasions. But this is where things start to change. You see, one of the key themes of this show is that you are not special. The amount of characters this anime takes the time to flesh out and develop, only then to kill them off abruptly, is atrocious. I think my favorite example is the 2 kids from the military police who switch over to the scouts. One was given lots of development and was trying his best to do the right thing, while the other was just kind of the snarky character who was there on a rash decision. Can you guess which one dies from the context clues? Yes, of course, the one everyone actually liked. That theme continues to work on the character of Eren himself. You see, as a kid, Eren has this false sense of invulnerability. This, in turn, gets him killed, or at least it should have. Luckily, at this point, Eren had already inherited the Attack Titan, but now that we understand more about the show, it's clear that if that Titan had merely bitten Eren at a slightly different angle, well, Santa Claus would have been the new protagonist of the anime. Eren wasn't destined to get the Attack Titan. He just kind of happened to get it due to a lot of unusual circumstances. But Eren didn't know this for a while, and so we continue to see him be reckless and optimistic, until he touches someone with royal blood. This is where Eren Yeager changes. This is where he goes from being a child to becoming an adult. With touching someone with royal blood, Eren sees his past, his father's past, and so much more. He understands what must be done, and that thanks to him truly not being someone special, he has the power to change fate, to change the world. He isn't forced to withhold the peace treaty, and he understands that his old intentions were mistaken. Now that Eren understands that there is humanity outside the walls, that the Titans he hated for so long were his own people tortured by those from Marley, he understands that saving humanity is not what he wants anymore. Instead, Eren wants freedom. True freedom for his people and his friends. He wishes to create a world where his people don't have to be afraid of being attacked or eaten by titans. And in his mind, there is only one way to do that. Eren's utopia is a world where only his people live. In other words, all other nations must be crushed. And in order to do so, there's gonna be a lot of genocide. And you wouldn't think that the protagonist of any story would be okay with doing that. But unfortunately, Eren is different. The Attack Titan, in some ways, is a perfect metaphor for Eren Yeager. The perfect Titan for him, so to speak. Each Titan has a specialty. The female Titan is all about utility and being generally good at everything. The Armored Titan has its armor, the Colossus Titan has its size, and so on and so forth. So what the hell is the Attack Titan's specialty? Well, according to the show, it's a Titan that never stops pushing forward. A Titan that is always on the attack. Sound familiar? It's a Titan that perfectly embodies Eren's ideology. In other words, always keep pushing forward until there is nothing left to push back against. Exactly what Eren intends on doing. The Attack Titan is probably one of the least special Titans of all. It has no obvious unique traits, similar to Eren. I mean, have you ever taken a good look at Eren's character model? He's extremely generic. He could easily be a background character who gets killed off in the blink of an eye and we wouldn't know any different. That's no accident. And that is why Eren plans to change the world. Because despite not being special, he realizes that he still has the power to do so. It has been an incredible ride watching Eren's arc. A young, traumatized boy harnessing that hatred and turning it into sheer determination to do what he needs to do, no matter the cost. Will his story be one with a happy ending or a tragedy? At this point, it's not clear which ending he and his people deserve, or even if what they deserve matters. I don't know, but the ending of the story is coming within sight. I'm intrigued to see what Hajime Isayama has in store for us. Sorry if I butchered the name. But it also makes me feel a little bittersweet that this saga, this story, and these characters I've come to love so much will also be coming to an end. And when that time comes, I guarantee you I'll be watching. And I hope you will be there too. Thank you for watching. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy I finally get to talk more about Attack on Titan. I feel like since I've changed my tune, there's so much more I wanted to talk about. And one of the things I've always loved about Attack on Titan, especially recently, is the characters. I mean, I want to do a thing on Mikasa, I want to do one on Levi, I want to do one on Armin. There's so many different characters I just want to break down and talk about. So I figured I'm gonna start with Eren because Eren is also just such an incredibly deep character, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of who this character really is. I feel like that was just kind of like a general overview, and there's so much more to him, and I really wish I could have talked about it more, but alas, I'm not that skilled of a writer, and the video is already a little bit longer than I meant it to be. Either way, huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are my heroes. Please make sure you guys share, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, the Discord is live. Please make sure you guys check that out. This is Manime Matt. Make sure you guys say, man, go watch that goddamn anime.